he would step across the line. Habitually. He's a habitual line stepper.
You make me happy. Thank y'all for joining me on the Habitual Line Steppers podcast. I'm Garrett Charles Langley Henson.
And I am Terry Ricardo DeShazo the second. What's up?
What's up, dudes? How you doing, man?
It's all good. Another day in paradise, man. Another crazy week in the city of Raleigh. I saw Pete Davidson Wednesday night. That shit was
like at the club?
Fine. No. He did a show. It was okay. It was fine. He was trying shit out with us. I was just like, all right, he's just treating Raleigh like shit. Got it. Check. I feel it. It's all good, though.
Y'all are just a petri dish for him to experiment with.
Yeah. I mean, the dudes before him were funny as fuck, though, so I got no complaints. They're all funny. He was funny, but,
And you go to see Schulte tonight?
Andrew Schultz, yep, the GOAT. The white GOAT. He's the real white GOAT. That motherfucker's hilarious.
We'll talk about the real white GOAT later. Well, for now, let's talk about the current white GOAT, Nikola Jokic, who's dominating the NBA Finals. He became the first player ever to have a 30-point, 20-rebound, 10-assist game in the NBA Finals. Also became the first of two teammates to both have a triple-double in the same game.
Triple-dubs.
Yeah, 30-point triple-doubles in the same Finals. That shit was crazy. Wild. Terry, where do you want to start here? You want to start with the duo, or do you want to start with Jokic, the individual?
I mean, are we ready to Kobe and Shaq it, or what are we doing?
Yeah, it's feeling that way, isn't it?
I told y'all motherfuckers. What I said this a couple weeks ago. I was like, they're doing some shit that these motherfuckers have never done. Look, now let's not get ahead of ourselves. Kobe and Shaq, probably the best individual duo. Like, shout out Michael and Scotty, but Scotty, more of a defender type. He wasn't like
you didn't hear how bad Michael was before Scotty got there?
Nah. But individually, Kobe and Shaq were just they were great on their own. They could do it, by themselves with another star. It was whatever. It kind of seems like Murray and Jokic are kind of on that plane if they keep doing what they're doing. I mean, look, Murray was out there a little too long to sneak the fucking triple-double. Get the sneaky rebound.
He was like, if y'all keep cutting this lead, I'm going to stay out here. I'll tell you that much.
They cut it down a little bit, but still, he probably didn't really need to be out there. It's no big deal. It's history. You got to make history when you can. It's fair. Well, how you want to get it started?
No.
Those dudes are great.
I'm with you on the Kobe Shaq thing. They're starting to enter that type of era, even though they haven't gotten it done once. It feels hyperbolic to say this, but watching it, it's like
their numbers.
They're creating everything for the whole team. And the way that's different than Kobe and Shaq is at times it seemed like Kobe and Shaq won despite the other's brilliance. And that they were two round pegs that they just smashed into square holes, and they're like, you're just so fucking good that it doesn't even matter that gel don't fit. We'll figure it out enough. With these guys, it's like a hand-in-glove fit. It's perfect complementary skill sets. Their understanding of each other and their movement and their positioning. When Jamal Murray, his understanding of when to push and when to pull and when to take off the dribble jumpers in the mid-range and when to get off the ball and cut. Yeah, it's just masterful to watch. And I don't think that there's been a duo with this type of synergy that has each made each other better since Stockton and Malone.
Yeah, I guess so, because I can't really think of anything recently.
I was thinking Nash and Amari. You know what I mean?
They were good.
Amari didn't have the everything. You know what I mean? That Jokic does. Yeah. He didn't create for Nash. You know what I mean? The way that Jokic creates.
It's either them. I mean, Bubble, LeBron, and AD were pretty good fucking duo.
Yeah.
They played off each other pretty well, but besides that, I mean, most of the people are kind of individualistic. I mean, Tim Duncan, insert Parker and Ginobili or whatever, but
but it was always a committee with them.
It's not really a whole lot of people that really play off of each other as well as these two dudes. Because even when you were watching the game, the Heat were just like, all right, we're gonna stop the pick and roll, and they were just like, all right, we're not gonna do that anymore. We're just gonna do handoffs, and they couldn't stop the fucking handoffs. And then once they kind of figured out the handoff, they were like, all right, back to the pick and roll. And they was like, shit. And they're all right, zone. They're like, nope, we're going to pick here. Fuck out of here. It's done.
It's
they got to figure something out. But these dudes, bro.
It seems like they figured that zone out for sure. Like everyone had all this talk after game 2. You know what I mean? That we turned Jokic into a scorer. We turned him into a scorer. We made him one-dimensional.
They were just missing shots.
Yeah, and then they're like, all right, instead of just putting him at the nail in the zone, we'll put him at the low block, and we'll just like pass to the dude in the corner and make him do the entry pass. And now, next thing you know, Christian Brown and KCP are cutting right through the paint for fucking layups and dunks.
Yeah, it was too easy, bro. I mean, I don't know. I saw a couple of possessions. Well, here's the thing about the zone, right? I don't think like Denver is like the best team I've seen, in like the past 10 years. They're a really good fucking team. But the zone is just allowing Murray and Jokic just to touch the ball. Like those are the only 2 dudes that can play make for the whole fucking team. Like Aaron Gordon, he can give you a little bit of something, but he's not 10% of what Murray and Jokic are.
Mm-hmm.
But the zone just allows them to have the ball. Like there's no ball denial. They can always kind of do whatever they want. They're good enough where it's like, all right, if I can't get to this exact spot, it doesn't really matter. All I need is a sliver of space, and I got it. Jokic, he don't need fucking an inch. He can do whatever the fuck he wants for the most part. For the most part, if he's not double. But like, there's no ball denial on Murray, bro. You're just like allowing him to get it every time on certain pin downs and handoffs. It's too easy. The zone is too easy, bro. They're figuring it out. It's just way too fucking easy. They gotta do some ball denial shit.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think they are going to get aggressive and do kind of once the ball gets out of Murray's hands, like you can't let him get that shit back. You've got to face guard him and deny that ball back, and force Bruce Brown to dribble, force Michael Porter to dribble, who's made terrible decisions in games 2 and 3. Well, he's looked flummoxed. Michael Porter has. KCP doesn't want to handle the rock. Suddenly, it's like you can make these guys uncomfortable. Aaron Gordon can't dribble. But I totally agree with everything you said. It's like they're letting them do stuff that they're comfortable doing far too often.
All game. Too fucking easy. But this is where, like, their man-to-man deficiencies and, like, Gabe Vincent, Duncan Robinson, Strus is an okay defender, but, like, those dudes, they just can't guard those other motherfuckers man-to-man. It's a problem. It might end up costing them, bro.
Did you not hear about Kevin Love's the defensive stopper?
Shit.
He shut down Aaron Gordon in game 2. He can't get dunkings on smaller players and put them under basket. Kevin Love, not only did he make the greatest play in the history of the NBA Finals, standing up Stephen Curry one-on-one at the top of the arc, but now he is a defensive stopper in the post. Terry, did you not get the memo?
No, I must have missed the memo. I also missed the memo where I thought Kevin Love was strong. Apparently, Jokic is just his daddy. Like I was like, all right, Jokic just like had him on a, they're running down the lane. Jokic got the middle position right in the center of the lane. I'm just all right, Love. He might push him out. He's kind of strong. Jokic was like moving him all the way back. I was like, damn, Caleb, I thought you were strong as shit. We did that sports science where he was like strong as a sumo wrestler on box outs and shit.
That was fat Kevin Love. All right, those days are over.
That's gone, bro. That shit's done, son. Wow. It's over, bro.
Once he fit out about 30 pounds, he lost all that.
Oh yeah. That shit is done. That shit is done. But man, I don't know.
Christian Brown. Let's talk about him, man. Because he was the story of game 3. I've sang his praises all season long. He can't dribble. He can't shoot threes. But it doesn't matter because he fucking loves physicality. He was just out there playing passing lanes, bumping into people every 4 seconds. You see him charge into Jimmy Butler, bump him twice, and then finish through him in transition, and then running back on the break like, I just hit the Jimmy Butler. Christian Brown was the difference in this game with his physicality, his ability to get them out in transition, his cutting, and like knowing where to space, and then his cuts when Jokic got the ball in the low post, and then he's veering from the other side of the court, like into the paint. Yeah. Like he's like, I'm jumping through you, I'm running through you, I'm putting pressure on the rim, I'm going to the foul line, I'm getting you in foul trouble. He was the X factor. We talked about Michael Porter Jr. having to step up and be the X factor. He played like 15 minutes. Christian Brown stole the spotlight.
Yeah, he played really bad. KCP didn't do a whole lot. Bruce Brown didn't give me much either. Aaron Gordon, he did his thing. He was like kind of more of the 3 that kind of stepped up. But I don't know if Miami is not going to make them uncomfortable. Forcing other guys to kind of dribble. I just feel like you gotta you kind of got to do what the Lakers did to the Warriors. Like, ball denial. Don't let Steph bring it up the court.
Hey.
Like, Draymond, go ahead. Dribble it up. We don't
Right.
do shit.
I still stand by my theory that I said before this. There should be stretches where they just double Jokic the entire time, don't let him catch it, and play 3-on-4 on the other side of the court. And just be like, we're going to do this 10 times a game where we'll not let you be a part of the offense, and the other guys are going to have to figure it out and make plays on the fly.
I think, like, we were talking about this before the series started. They're kind of doing, like, the Detroit Pistons thing that they did to Shaq and Kobe in 2004, where, like, Shaq and Kobe did whatever the fuck they wanted, but no one else scored for the most part. They're doing their part, but Murray and Jokic are dominating a little too much, and the way that they're, like, moving, the ball movement and stuff is way better than Kobe and Shaq's
God
movement.
damn, so it's not like we just ordered at a Chinese restaurant.
That is a nap.
Yo, is Yo-Yo Ma coming out to play the concert? What's going on there?
It's a goddamn gnat was flying around. I hit the goddamn mic. My bad. But yeah. No, but like Jokic and Murray's movement is just like causing problems and shit. But you might be right. At a certain point, it's like, look, nobody else is scoring, but you're allowing them to score and they're assisting like each other and getting other dudes like really open shots where it's like, all right. I mean, you got to either score or you're going to fucking lose. Because 94 points, that ain't enough. You ain't going to beat the fucking best offense in the league.
We said that before the series. The key for Miami is scoring in this series. They've got to fucking score. They're not going to be able to strap up.
Yeah. And they scored the first two games.
And by the way, can we put to rest this narrative about Nikola Jokic being fucking Omer Asik out there on defense or fucking...
Whoa.
Like,
who said that?
We're
still doing that?
No, all season long, the Embiid shit on, well, Jokic's a bad defender. You know what I mean? All these defensive analytics, I don't believe them because they must all be broken. They're not broken. He's a good defender.
Yeah, he's pretty
He's
decent.
been playing fucking great this series.
He's fine. Oh, that's what I forgot. I wrote that shit down. While we're praising Jokic, I'll save it for a little later. But yeah, Jokic he's a decent defender. I mean, the motherfucker, he can be there.
The narrative is like, you remember, it's like, oh, well, the Nuggets can't make the finals because they don't have a top 10 defense. And no team in the last 10 years that doesn't have a top 10 defense. And we can't believe the defensive Raptor, defensive box lines, and all these defensive analytics. They must be broken because Jokic is up there with the best defenders. And then you watch the NBA Finals, and he's holding a fucking explosive team, the best three-point shooting team in NBA playoff history, by the way.
Yeah.
They've had the most games shooting over 50%. They've had as many games shooting over 50% from three this playoffs as the Warriors did in their whole 4-year playoff run. They've had in one postseason. And Jokic
they're shooting 39% from three as a team.
Yeah.
Which is fucking unreal.
Game 3, they shot 35% at the rim against Jokic. 35% at the rim as a team. And this guy, and we talk about him like he's fucking, Kevin Love out there or something. You know what I mean? Like it's fucking
Kevin Love.
Enos Cantor is playing for the goddamn Nuggets.
Dude, he ain't Enos Cantor. Enos Cantor used to. I mean, for someone to be that tall, people were just like, oh, he's at the rim, doesn't matter. Just fucking put his arm all up in his face, all up in all of his hands, and it's just easy bucket. It's like they turned a magnet on when the standard was there. He would just be hitting reverse layups, fucking floaters. Everything would just go in. I was like, dude, you need to foul him or something. If you can't block it, you gotta change it up. Yeah.
Well, Jokic took that to heart. This whole series, especially Game 3, though, if he fouled somebody, he guaranteed that there was not going to be a and one. Those are some hard-ass fucking fouls and swipes that he had down. But I just think it's time that people are starting to notice and pay attention. It's just because he's white and slow doesn't mean that he's bad at defense. You cannot hold teams under 100 points in the NBA Finals by being a bad defender and playing 45 minutes a game. So
plus I don't
chill out, Kendrick Perkins and the national media. All right, I'm glad you guys are catching up.
Yeah. I just don't get, why do we care so much that he's good at defense? He's, one of the best offensive players we've ever seen. We've never done this to anybody else.
Because people talk about him like he's this huge liability. The Achilles heel that will prevent them from advancing. We've seen that borne out.
He's a better defender than Lakers Shaq.
But
by far.
People just look at, they're like, oh, he couldn't get it done with Facundo Campazzo and Austin Rivers. So that means that his game doesn't translate to the playoffs.
Like, people are just so dumb because all they not care about, but like, he just has never blocked the shit out of somebody. He's never blocked a dunk. He's never like blocked somebody's jump shot. Somebody hasn't come
unless you count the strips. Unless you count the strips when they're coming up.
Yeah, nah. That's just as good as a block.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't understand what the problem is, but besides that, I mean, he has given Bam pretty much what he wants as far as mid ranges are concerned. But I think Bam, you need to work on some layup packages, some finishing moves, attack the basket. But the way he attacks the basket, like he's 6'3". You know what I'm saying? Like, he doesn't really want any contact. He's always doing Euros and shit.
I think Jokic's strength and size is really bothering him. Especially because it's like, Jokic, if he doesn't slap down, he's just going to contest vertically and let you hit his chest. Like, he's not even going to fucking jump for a lot of the shit.
He's a big dude.
Yeah. And so Bam is like running into this mountain, and then suddenly, like, it's a lot of fall-aways and hop gathers. And
it's a bunch of bullshit. Man, at least try to get some fouls on him, bro. Like, he just goes to the rim. He's like, oh, nope, I don't touch him. You see these Euros, boy, them shit's nice, huh? Get out of here, bro. Even though his points look great.
Hey,
I don't think it's not going to last.
What happened to your
20 is not going to last.
What happened to your Eastern Conference MVP, Caleb Martin?
He came back to be himself. Caleb Martin. Is this the twin? Is the twin?
I think it's Cody, and they were trying to give him some shine, and they're like, we'll leak it after the finals that Cody played the whole NBA finals, and he'll get a $20 million deal.
Man. Nah, I mean, it's Caleb. Caleb Martin, I don't know. He's just not doing his thing. I don't know what to say about him. Who cares? Tyler Hero, when's he coming back? They need that motherfucker. They need some points, man. Because
did he play briefly in Game 2?
In Game 2, I'm not sure. I don't remember seeing him. I can't say like. I was rushing through Game 2 and 3 because I had to rewatch it because I did shit like that night. So I like fast forward the commercials and shit. But I'm kind of like focused on the game and not like Tyler Hero. See if he's
if I remember correctly, he played like 5 minutes and was ass, and it was like, I'm in pain again. I'm still experiencing discomfort.
I can check. Let me check for a second. I don't think so.
That may have just been a dream of mine. I'm so invested in these NBA finals. I'm fucking having Nikola Jokic wet dreams and waking up in a spider web.
Hey, they still say he's out for Game 4. Nah, he hasn't played.
May have just been a figment of my imagination.
Maybe. I do remember them like showing a replay of him versus when he got the injury. I was like, wait, did they show a replay of him playing? Did he just hurt his wrist again? And I was like, oh no, that was like versus whoever the fuck, like 6 weeks ago. Well, whatever. Besides the point, it's time to normalize Kobe and Shaq. It's time, bro. Because Jamal Murray's numbers are better than Kobe's during the first championship run. Just saying. 27 a game. That's better than 21. Shaq was averaging 30. Jokic is getting 30. It's very similar fucking numbers. I don't see anybody stopping them.
Do you think the way that Jimmy Butler and Jamal Murray have elevated their games and taken like a lot more offensive responsibility as a creator, do you think that them not doing it in the regular season is just like load management and trying to conserve their bodies? Or do you think like part of it is something that we're missing that's intentional? That it's like they're trying to get their teammates used to their roles. They're trying to get their teammates like to do more things so they'll be ready to do more things in the playoffs. Like,
I honestly, I don't even know how to explain it, bro. I mean, like, it could be a little bit of like, we know we're a playoff team. We're kind of doing the conservation thing. I mean, they were definitely doing that with Jokic towards the last month and a half. But as far as Murray, I'm not sure, bro. I mean, like,
but it's like both of them. The way that their whole demeanor is like so different. You know, the responsibility they take, the way their approach. It just seems like it's an intentionally flipped switch, and not just like a guy like competing harder or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know, bro. I don't like it. I'll definitely say that. I mean, like, if you're this good, just be this good. You know what I'm saying? Like,
But I wonder if there's something to it that it's like these are the two most connected teams in the NBA in terms of like sacrifice and movement and all that type of shit. And I wonder if like part of that is built throughout the year by them like deferring and giving more responsibility to Michael Porter to grow and take more shots and giving more responsibility to Aaron Gordon and trying to get Duncan Robinson back in the rotation and making Tyler Hero feel like, you know, when the NBA Finals come, that he's going to be ready. I wonder if there is like an intentional part of this that could be part of the reason they're here that we've kind of overlooked for some time.
It's an interesting theory. I'm just of the belief that like if you're good, you're just always going to be good. Like I don't know if it's like something intentional. We've seen LeBron do it, but he's fucking LeBron. So like in his sleep, he can get 26 points.
Yeah, but he sleepwalks at 27-7 in the regular season. Like,
yeah, I can't say that because like I gotta slow down on the Jimmy Butler fucking. He's the best shit we've seen in 20 years. You know, he's a top 10 player. Blah 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 shit. Because like some games will be like, all right, he got 18 points. Jamal Murray got 18 points in game 2. It's like they're not Jokic. Like, there's just different levels. Jokic can be great for 100 games. It just seems like Butler and Murray only have 40 games of greatness. But I love Jimmy, but the regular season playoff shit, nah, I don't think it's like they're getting guys into rotation. I just don't think Jimmy Butler can do it that fucking hard for 100 games because he's not that good. He's top 75? Maybe he's like 75 to 100. Jimmy Butler.
Let's
be realistic.
He's a tough one. He's a tough one. Yeah. But yeah, somewhere in there.
But I do get what you're saying.
But yeah, I just wonder if it's not all that. I think it's certainly some of that, especially with Jimmy and Jamal coming off an injury. And it's not like we're going to crank your usage up to be Trae Young for a fucking full season after you come back from an ACL. Like, I understand that part of it. But it's like, I do feel that both of them have had this in them. Like, the whole regular season, and they've selectively brought it out now. I don't think that they're just like on a heater or playing above their heads or like this is not who they're going to consistently be in the playoffs. I just think we found two guys who are good in the regular season and are great in the postseason, and they'll likely continue on that path the rest of their careers.
I don't think so.
Are you expecting Jamal Murray to take this like momentum back and next year average like 27, 7? You know, I'm not expecting that.
But if you do look at his numbers like after the bubble, the regular season, he was improving, but then he fucking tore his ACL. So I don't know if he was about to ascend and then it fucked up. As far as the Jimmy Butler thing is, I just think like Jimmy can give it to you 100%. Jimmy is great, but he knows he can't do it all the time. I think and later in his career, he's kind of become more injury prone. So I think for him specifically, just him, he knows that he can't do it for like 80 games. He knows he can only do it for like, 30 to 40, where he can be like 100% and like go all out. It's unfortunate, but like he knows his body, so that's him.
You gotta know your body. There's some guys like Trae Young that can go 100%, 82 games in a season, and Mikal Bridges. Then there's some guys like Jimmy Butler that can only do it for 60 games. And then there's some guys like Zion Williamson who can only do it for 8.
Ah, man. Big Zion.
Let's give it up for this week's line stepper of the week, Zion Williamson.
Zion.
This guy, first of all, we should have seen this coming after he got out his Snapchat by that white girl at Duke.
Oh, that's what I was about to say. I'm actually proud of him. I'm actually proud of Zion for getting away from all those white women at Duke that were curving him, making him look silly. Now he's like, I'm making you guys look silly. Fuck you. You turned him into a menace.
Except in true fashion, he's making black women look silly, not white women out on the internet.
Cornball brother.
No one looks sillier than Mariah Mills, who's an adult film star. I can't say I'm familiar with her work.
I don't think anybody is. Maybe
Zion is. I can tell you that much. He's very familiar.
She must be big in New Orleans or something.
I wondered, who's that armoire in the back with a mask on?
God, we're gonna see Zion in one of the films coming up soon.
Well, we saw him in the gender reveal film because his baby mama is pregnant. He spent like 10K producing this video with 360-degree camera angles and fucking video effects and all this other shit.
So
they're having a baby, and Mariah Mills did not like this, and she took to the internet with receipts.
So Mariah Mills is the other girl. So apparently Zion and Mariah Mills were in a relationship, but she is not the mother of Zion's potential kid.
A crucial detail that I forgot to mention.
What's the woman's name? The girl that's having the baby?
Doesn't matter. She's not
Say her name. Say her name.
She works at Walmart. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, but anyway, so she's having the baby, but Mariah Mills was the girlfriend. Allegedly. Yeah. Nobody knows.
She was the one who wanted the baby. She
missed out on the bag.
She took to the Twitter streets with receipts, Terry.
Yep.
She tweeted out, "I hate you" on God Zion. And she hashtagged him and she added him in the same message. She said hashtag Zion Williamson. Looks like
you gotta make sure you get those impressions, dog. You gotta get all of them.
Oh my God.
Oh God.
She said, Zion Williamson, looks like you've had a girlfriend and sleeping with other women behind my back. At Zion Williamson this time. You liar! 3 exclamation points. Then she puts the screen grabs up where he goes, bet, I don't have a girlfriend, but if I moved you to New Orleans, would you be cool with being like my official girl? Just asking so I know how to go about the situation with respect. Zion Williams, he's a Renaissance man. He wants to be respectful. He follows it up by saying, I'm sorry, this one still gets me, Terry. When you move, how much do you expect me to pay you a month? But I'm super excited.
It's so fucking silly, bro. Oh, man.
This continues. She basically saying, congrats to Concrete Rose, I believe is her handle.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
She's saying, I got all this tapes on my phone. You gonna let that hoe finesse you is why I'm angry. She's 29 with an adult child already. I know what comes with being a basketball player's girl. I know there will be other women, but I didn't expect you to get these hoes pregnant. At Zion Williamson. I was with you last week in New Orleans, and you couldn't tell me after all that you got a random thought pregnant after all I've done for you? Hashtag Zion Williamson.
That's Zion, dog. This is hilarious, bro. Yo, you know what's
you ready for the bombshell?
Go ahead.
Better pray I'm not pregnant too, because I'm definitely late. At Zion Williamson.
Jesus Christ. Don't fumble the bag. I hope you are pregnant, sis. You deserve it.
There's a lot more tweets here that I don't have where she talked about how this other bitch is the reason he's fat and she don't want him to go work out and cook him all this bad food and shit. And that they were spitting in each other's mouth last week and talking about moving to New Orleans. And then next week this will come out.
That's some good kinky shit.
Zion is...
Man.
Welcome to the Zion.
Welcome to the league, big fella. Jesus Christ. This is hilarious. Yo, I know for sure, though, that's not his girlfriend. For sure. He's Snapchatting her. You don't Snapchat your girlfriend. Are you serious? Like, what are we doing? Hey, Snapchat me that pussy.
Right.
Girlfriend. Are you kidding me?
I'm going to move you to New Orleans, though, via Snapchat, even though we don't text.
What? Bro, what are we... Like, I know we're older, but there's no way that I just Snapchat my fucking girlfriend. Like, that's the evidence she had on Big Zion?
I think Zion needs to go to the school of Lemon Pepper Lou Williams and figure out how he was able to get 2 girlfriends to sit with him at the same time, both of his baby mamas, all 3 of them being happy sitting courtside together, wearing a fucking mink fur looking like Silky Johnson.
That'd be dope. Big Zion, you need a burner, bro. Somebody had... Where's Patrice O'Neal when you need him? We need to teach him the game, bro. My man is out here using his personal phone number, using his name for his Snapchat, like his public NBA Snapchat. This shit just says Zion and his fucking picture with the stupid box cut haircut. I'm like, bro, you got it. Like, come on, bro.
But we knew he wasn't savvy. He was getting roasted by bitches at Duke, at USC.
Yeah,
he was getting put on by fucking wallflowers who should be grateful to see his gargantuan cock.
Yeah, I feel bad for Mariah, but in a way, you know, I like to see the dog in Zion. He got that dog in him, baby. He got that dog in him. It is what it is. It's a messy situation, but I don't know what to say. You got anything to say about Big Z? Big Zion?
Mariah, there are 14 other guys on that roster. I'm sure more than happy to get some profit.
Bro, moving forward, though, I better not see any more of this Zion shit. Zion, this better be the only one. You better wrap everything up. Talk to somebody. Hey, look, somebody on the Nets got Lana Rhodes pregnant. We don't even know who it is. That's how you do your business. You do it with stars, and you do NDAs, possibly. You know, you guys both have reputations. You can't just go after some joint you saw. Like, what you think he found that bitch at fucking Zaxby's? He was like, "Ooh, let me get me a Zaxby's special sandwich." He's like, "Who's that bitch over there? Let me talk to her. She's cute."
What do you mean a sandwich? Terry, how long have I came for Zion Williamson and trusted this guy and defended this guy?
Way too long. I told you I was out.
Terry,
I was way out.
Where's the mic? Put that damn mic on me. I'm out.
Oh, now you're out? I'm in.
I'm out.
I'm back in. I'm in.
Not because of how he treats women, but because of his clear lack of judgment and priorities. Like,
yeah, he's an idiot.
Yeah, it's like I thought he just was hungry, but now I realize he's stupid.
He's a fucking idiot, man. Oh God.
Like I do have less faith in like his ability to come back and reach his potential after making these type of dumbass decisions. And you know, I heard a pod with CJ McCollum where he's like, you know, I'm trying to talk to him to give him some game, and I think he listened some. It did not sound optimistic, and it's like it just seems like this dude is. Where are your priorities at, bro? Like, what are you focused on? The fact that another girl is even out here, like, documenting your eating habits and your workout habits and your lack thereof, that's a problem, bro. It's a professional problem. It's not a 99 problems and a bitch ain't one problem. It's the one problem that you actually have to deal with because that's the problem that prevents you from getting checked.
Yeah, and this is what I got to say about this particular situation. Guys, any dad out there, you got to teach your son the ropes early, especially if he's got the talent like Zion did. Look, you can – I'm going to talk candidly. I don't want to, you know – I'm going to just say this. You can not get pussy, and I can understand that in high school because you're grinding, trying to do your thing. But at a certain point, you still have to understand who you are, how important you are to the world, and to yourself and your family. And you can't just be doing stupid shit like this. Because now you got to pay child support to this girl. Because I know you don't want to just be with her. Like, that's just fun. Like,
what? You didn't see the video?
No. I mean, he's doing that, but like, if he stays with her, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? If this is a love story, that's awesome. But like,
that's not a love story.
It's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a lot of money you gotta spend, and it kind of just sounds like he's like you were saying. He's focused on the wrong thing. But
I think he's trying to be a nice guy too much too. Just like
he is a nice dude.
Yeah, just lean in and be Patrice. Like if this is what you want, you're a fucking NBA superstar. Just keep it a buck and say what you want, and then you'll find people who are down with that shit. Mariah Mills, she would have been down with this shit. It's like if you just let her know what the deal was, you know what I mean? It's like
yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And then the whole like,
because he holds the power.
Yeah, it reminds me kind of like Magic. You know what I mean? Where he's like always with the big smile and Mr. fucking wholesome and all this other shit. But it's like I really got all these urges and this dark shit that I want to do, but like I can't let anybody know about it.
But he's like an all-time great. I think Zion Williamson can be like in the realm of Dwight Howard. I'm not saying he's gonna have like fucking 50 kids.
No. Are you talking about the corniness, like the fact that he's so ingenuine? Like
No. I'm just saying, like, once you kind of start this pattern, if your off the court shit is kind of weird like this, not weird. I'll just say, if you just have a lot of illegitimate kids and blah 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 blah. Like Dwight, great ball player, but I think some of his off the court shit has something to do with why he's not a top 75 player. Like if Dwight wasn't doing all this crazy shit, they'd be like, hey, Dwight's the man. But there's, if we're drawing fucking thin, tiny hairs, and we're like, I don't like Dwight's lifestyle. Fuck him. I'm not voting for him.
I tell you what, I pray to God he doesn't go the Dwight Howard route. This man already has all types of back and feet injuries. Stay away from Atlanta, Zion. All right, don't break your back like Dwight Howard did, or get your back broken in.
But this is what I'm telling you, bro. Fathers and mothers too. Everybody around you, bro. You gotta teach this guy. You can't just be fucking chasing random women like this, bro. You gotta go after the stars. You gotta get somebody with a name to themselves.
This is why we need more vets in the NBA. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Like, you cannot have everyone on the team be like 28 years old and below. Like, CJ McCollum is a fucking vet on the Pelicans. Like, come on, man. With all due respect to CJ, like, you do not have the fucking gravitas of, like, the NBA veterans that everyone else had when they came in the league.
If they had Boogie or Melo would be perfect.
I've been saying this for fucking forever. I don't know why everyone hates Melo, but
the pattern has been changing. I think with the last 5 years, like the vets are just
there are no vets in the league anymore. Like PJ Tucker better be around till he's 60, just because of what he can bring to the fucking locker room and teach the young players.
You know whose fault it is?
GMs, coaches.
No, it's people like you. You get on 2K, you see somebody that's 32 years old, and you're like, oh, he's too old. Gotta get a young cat, put him on the team, and we're treating everybody like it's a fucking video game. But this ain't no video game. These dudes are kids. They're all children, bro.
I always have room for an aging backup center who can play with his back to the basket and post up. I always have room for that guy. Somehow.
I'm not lying, right? Everybody's just like, oh, once you get old, he's diminished. He can't do anything to help. Andre Iguodala helps the Warriors just as much as Steve Kerr helps the Warriors just as much as Draymond helps the Warriors. Like, the dude's a player coach. He helps them a lot. Udonis Haslem helps the fucking heat up all the time. He's just sitting there.
And Terry, one of the league's illustrious all-stars, may have reached that place himself. Chris Paul.
Yeah, it's almost done.
He's at the point where it's like, let's bring him in for veteran leadership and a backup point guard. Can Chris Paul be Kyle Lowry 2.0? This is what we're wondering.
So what do you think about your boy? He used to be your favorite player back in the day. He's from North Carolina. No disrespect. We always respect our kings from NC because I know it's really hard to make it basketball-wise to get to the NBA from here because we don't have this big factory of fucking hoopers. But what do you think your boy Chris? Team waived?
Team Hodge. Allegedly? Team Hodge. NC. We ride deep. I'm Team Julius on this one.
Shout out John Wall.
Reports came out that Chris Paul was cut from Phoenix. Then they came back out. They're like, actually, he's not cut, but they're gonna cut him. Then the reports came out. They're like, but if anyone wants to trade for him on $30 million, we'd be open to that too. Then reports came out that they're like, they're gonna fucking cut him and then stretch him and amnesty that $15 million.
5 years. Yeah.
Yeah. What do you make of all this? Do you think CP3 finds a way to stay in Phoenix, or he's looking for a new home? And where could that new home be?
His contract is pretty shit. Let me pull it up.
$30 million, $15 million are fully guaranteed. So if
15 fully guaranteed?
Yeah, so if he gets cut, only $15 million will count against the cap. But if he gets traded, you can get a $30 million player back if you fully guarantee it.
Damn, he's got 2 years too.
Yeah, that player option shit. I think once you decline it, the other one is gone. Like once you put him on that $15 million, that shit for next year is just toast.
How much do you think he's worth? New CBA though. New CBA.
Dude, how much would I pay Chris Paul?
New CBA. Yeah.
$10 million.
So I don't
$12 million. What's Malcolm Brogdon and Tyus Jones and those guys making?
I don't know, but I'll say this. I mean, the contract says 30, right? I'm sure he's really honestly only getting like 16, 17 after all the taxes, fees, and all that type of shit. So I don't think 15 is crazy. Like, I know it's 15 on your books, but he's not. You know, if I get 25 minutes of Chris Paul for 15, I can do it.
No, you
But if he's
can't.
not willing to do
You
it,
can't do that. You either keep him for 30 or you cut him
he's
for
not-
15.
so you can't get rid of his contract.
You can't keep him for 15. You either
So they
cut him
can't-
for 15 or you keep him for 30.
They can't waive him and then bring him back?
They could, but there's like some weird rule.
He's like free to go wherever he wants.
Yeah,
It's not like guaranteed that he has to come back.
Yeah.
I don't know, bro.
And I think
For
there's
me,
some
I'm
type
cutting
of-
him. I'm cutting Chris Paul.
Yeah. Cut. Are you gonna?
Or
Cut.
trade. Something. He's got to go. He's not good enough.
Yeah.
He sucks.
I think you try to trade him for like 3 guys who are decent, and just be like,
You got to.
we didn't have anybody who was healthy and reliable in the playoff rotation.
Yeah.
Let's get like 2 guys that are 2-way players that could be 7th guys or something like that.
Exactly. Because you don't need Devin Booker and Kevin Durant don't need a point guard.
Yeah.
They don't need like a Chris Paul point guard. They
Right.
just need like a dude that can hit threes and play defense. They don't need anybody to be like, oh, I'm the fucking floor general. Let me get my 10 assists and do all this blah, blah, blah bullshit. Malcolm Brogdon might be perfect for it, but
Yeah.
I don't know. He gets hurt a lot as well, so that's a tough decision.
Ty Jones is coming up. I think he's a free agent.
He's the guy that everybody's been talking about, though, on like all the basketball shows and shit.
Yeah. I tell you another sneak is they got Monte Morris and what's his face?
Warren?
No,
James Ross?
in Washington. They're point guards. Monte Morris and what's it? DeLon Wright.
Yeah.
Either one of those guys I could see as potential.
They're decent.
You know what I mean? They're good
decent.
enough. And so if I were them, I'd try to get 2 or 3 pieces, maybe like 2 vets and a young cat for Chris Paul or whatever. 3 salaries for one, 2 salaries for one type of thing.
You cutting them?
No, I'll try to trade him for something. That's what I'm saying.
Trade him?
If you can, even if they're not great contracts, like get usable 2-way players back who can play rotation minutes in the playoffs. And then I'm moving DeAndre Ayton to get somebody who's actually good.
If you can, I don't know. They're in a pickle. I mean, you got 2 really good players, but you're in a pickle. You need some more pieces, like we saw. I mean, like those 2 guys, they got you 2 games, but you need somebody else to step up to give you, a 3rd game and a 4th game to win a series versus a good team like Denver. So, good luck, Phoenix. I mean, the chips are in their hand. It's not like they don't have chips. Like they have some chips. It's not like they're the Wizards and they're like, hey man, we're looking for really good players to come to Washington, huh? You guys want Porzingis? Can we get like 3 guys for Porzingis?
Yeah.
Huh?
What can I interest you in? Denny Avdia and who's that other white guy, the shooter from fucking Gonzaga who they drafted 7 overall? Corey Kispert.
Who cares?
You guys want Daniel Gafford, Corey Kispert, Denny Avdia? They already moved Rui Hachimura.
So you said, I don't even know if it was you or somebody, but that you were saying like this is Gary Payton on the Lakers.
Yeah, that's where Chris Paul's at this stage of his career. Where it's like, even if he does win a chip, we're not going to give him the credit. It's not going to be because of Chris Paul.
I mean, if they would have won this year, I wouldn't have given him that much credit, to be honest.
He's at that point. He's past his window. We said this when he lost to Giannis. It was like, this is his last chance.
That was the last one. I think the injuries have just caught up to him and the age. He's honestly, bro, you can't ask him to be the 3rd best player.
No.
It's not possible, bro.
First of all,
it's just not.
Just ask him to play in 15 playoff games. Can you ask him to do that?
Wherever he goes.
You could be the 7th best player. Can you play?
Wherever he goes, he needs to get treated like Tim Duncan on the last stretch. You're only playing 20 to 30, maybe 30 at the max minutes a night, regular season, and maybe 60-something games.
Yeah. The 2 that popped in my head were Gary Payton on the Lakers and Kyle Lowry this year. That's where I see Chris Paul.
Kyle didn't play much this year for the Heat. He played okay.
Hey, but you know
that makes sense.
He's playing in the playoffs. How about that?
Finals. He's in the finals.
Let's take a quick break and come back and talk soccer. The GOAT is coming to the States, dude. Leo Messi turned down a contract worth $1.6 billion with the Saudi Arabian club. Turned down the opportunity to wait for 3 months in the summer and see if Barcelona could sell enough of his friends to register him. And ultimately decided to take his talents to Miami to play in the MLS.
Interesting.
Terry, this is a watershed moment for American soccer. This is probably the biggest moment in American soccer. This will probably mark a significant turning point in the next chapter in American soccer. And I just cannot believe the dude who won the World Cup, who won the best player of the World Cup, who's almost certainly going to win the Ballon d'Or this year, is going to be playing for an MLS team.
It is wild, man. I mean,
you can't even do this in FIFA. I tried. They're like, Leo Messi would never accept such an insulting club.
I don't think we got enough money to sign his ass for those stupid ass teams. Like, how much do you need to sign him on the game? Like 100 something?
$400 million is what you needed.
Still now?
I haven't tried in 23. But
like, try it.
Back in the day, you need like $450 million, and then he'd still be like, you know what, I want to retire in Barca. Thanks, though.
Most of the time. I got him once, and I don't remember which FIFA it was, but I did get him for Man City. But Man City starts the game off with like $300 million.
But if you tried with an MLS team, they could be like, you could give us $7 billion. We still wouldn't say yes to this. And here the fuck he is, Terry. Yeah. For the worst team in the MLS.
Bro, are the reports fucking true, or are they faking on me?
That Busquets is coming too, and that Jordi Alba is coming too, and that Iniesta is coming too?
No, I didn't. Not that. I'm talking about strictly ticket sales.
Oh, they're true.
Because I'm looking at Charlotte FC now for the Inter Miami game on October 21st. And I'm letting everybody know. Well, I looked at it before.
Well over $1,000, I'm sure.
No, it's $150 for the top row. I'm looking at it right now. You probably can't see it.
Yeah, I can't see it. We were looking at it yesterday and the day before, and everything was like, 10 times the price.
Yeah, it's $150. I don't know if they like canceled out some of those sales. I'm not sure. Because
I'd hop on there. Can you send me the link? I might get those tickets right now, Barry.
Just go type Charlotte FC and then it'll pop up.
That's going to be his first game in the MLS probably. It's against Charlotte FC. It's going to be that game.
The one in Miami. I was just looking at the one just strictly at Charlotte because they played them before then though. FC goes down to Miami. All the Miami games are sold the fuck out. Like you can't even because Miami are soulless. They're mostly Hispanic crowd, so I get it. They love soccer. That shit's done. But
and they got like a 17,000 person stadium. Like that shit is small.
Man, look, all I'm saying is like in Charlotte, and we're not like this soccer powerhouse. They play at the Charlotte Panthers football stadium. Usually the lower bowl is the lower section of the stadium is like only the seats that they have available for most of the games. So it's not like we're like selling out all the fucking games, but to have all these tickets open, it's a lot of tickets open for the Messi to come on October. They got lower level tickets open. The price might be crazy for the lower level.
Hold on, what's the date? I thought you just said October.
Yeah, October 21st.
Oh, that's why. That's next season. We're talking about this season. The tickets for this season are crazy.
I thought their season's over?
No, he's playing this year in the MLS. He's going to be playing in like a month.
Oh, I thought the season ended like in October.
No, I'm saying wait a minute. I thought they restarted then, and it ends in fucking the end of August or whatever.
I can't say I know anything about the MLS, bro.
What I heard is that they have like some fucking break in some MLS Cup joint, and then like he'll be back after that. And it's like 4.5, 5 weeks from now, and that he's gonna be playing like this current MLS season is what I saw.
Yeah. So as of right now, they're only 16 games into the season.
Yeah.
So I think realistically, October is probably like the last games. I don't know if that's next season.
Yeah.
Because even when I we're kind of getting off subject, but like when I even looked at Charlotte's game on that day, it's like fan appreciation night because it's the last home game.
This is gonna be Messi appreciation night. It's what the fucking gonna be. There's gonna be more Barcelona shirts in the crowd than anything else.
So I was tripping for a second though. The lower level tickets, $10,000. But upper level, $150.
Which is not open yet. But that's a good deal. You know they're gonna open it for when Messi comes.
They already opened it. They said fan appreciation they were gonna do it before. And then they were just like, well, since Messi's here, this is our big announcement. We're opening up the upper bowl, but they already did it like a couple days before Messi signed to enter. It's like they probably already knew. They probably already knew.
How good do you think he's gonna be in the MLS?
He's gonna be fucking fantastic. He just won the World Cup. He's good. Like I thought he was not washed. Like he's definitely not his.
I know that, but Inter Miami sucks. It's like you better just drop this dude in a team full of scrubs,
bro. But he's not. He's not Beckham. With all due respect to every person that came over, Slot didn't dominate. Yeah. He's a fucking tactical machine.
Hey,
his game's not based on speed.
Only league he never won a trophy in though. In his whole career was the MLS.
Oh, MLS?
Yeah.
I mean, it's all about teammates too.
That's what I'm saying. Inter Miami's teammates fucking are ass. Like
they're in last place. So this is the greatest signing they've ever done. This is beautiful. I mean, look,
it's the greatest signing in the history of American sports.
Michael Jordan to the Wizards? No. Oh man, I don't even, bro. Yeah, they suck right now. They got 5 wins out of 16 games.
I'm concerned about all these guys with a point to prove who are trying to make fucking Honduras' national team, who are going to be coming at his knees on a daily basis in MLS.
They're going to come.
He might have to go back to what he was doing as a kid at Barcelona and wearing a shin guard on the back of his legs too.
Yeah, but they were doing that in Europe. It's not any different than anywhere else that he plays.
Yeah, that's what you think right now. That CONCACAF hit different, bro.
Shit. If you watch him play in the World Cup, Saudi Arabia, they were like, hey, there's only one way to beat this team. Kill him.
Fair enough.
Destroy that man. And nothing you can do about it. Actually, I think they lost that game.
We're finally going to get to see what happens on a cold, rainy night in Seattle.
Do you think he's going to be great, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Look, because with all due respect to the guys that came over, Beckham wasn't very good, but he did grow the league. Pirlo was not very good, but he did grow the game in New York. Who else? Bale, he was decent. I know LAFC won, but they had fucking Carlos Vela and a bunch of other guys on their team that are good. Higuain was playing for Miami. He sucked.
Yeah.
Matuidi was playing for Miami. I don't know if he still is.
No,
There's a lot. With all due respect to you guys that come over here, you guys sucked. All right.
Did you even mention Schweinsteiger?
I forgot about him. He sucked.
He was ass.
He wasn't good. Gerrard.
Oh.
Bad. Rooney. He got that one moment, but for the most part, wasn't
Rooney
good.
was nasty. Pirlo was trash.
DC United didn't win shit. DC United won nothing.
Yeah, he's playing defensive mid.
But Messi. I don't know. We'll see. I think he's gonna be fantastic. Hopefully Ronaldo joins him because that Saudi Arabia shit seems like it's not the greenest of pastures over there for your boy Ronaldo. But I don't know.
Yeah,
this will be interesting.
Ain't no parachute coming for Ronaldo. This is Messi's league. He doesn't want him over here. He's like, you chose poorly.
He chose money, which is.
And now he's out here getting fucking red cards, wrestling referees, cursing out his own teammates, shooting the ball over the goal from the penalty spot. But this isn't about Cristiano Ronaldo. This is about the GOAT, Terry. This is about the dude who's marking a new era of American soccer. The fact that kids now can turn on their fucking Apple TV Pluses and see the best player ever to play the sport playing against their hometown team. Like,
yeah.
Is this must-see TV for you? Are you going to watch him play in MLS? Or are you going to tune into some of these games?
Nah, I'm not. Sorry, brother.
Wow.
Like, why? Why?
I am.
But, like, why, though?
I want to see.
Just because he's here?
Yeah, I've always wondered, like, the difference of level between the MLS and everywhere else. Like, how would the fucking best player in the world do against these guys? And obviously, like,
all the level. Every single game's on Apple, though?
Yeah, every one.
Okay. Sorry to cut you off.
No, you good. It's just like we've seen the level of the MLS go up so much in the last 15 years.
That's good,
From where it was like a whole 300 Dax McCartys, you know what I mean, to where it is now. And Kyle Beckermans and Brian Chings. And now we have fucking Messi. Like, I just can't get over it, man. And it's going to change. It's going to change everything. It's gonna change everything here, dude.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm hating. I know I remember it, like initially when the MLS signed to Apple, I was just like apprehensive. So it's just like just because you signed Messi to one team, that's still I'm not just like
You see, he's getting part of that Apple money too.
Yeah,
he's getting like Apple broadcast rights, like a piece of the pie. My man is about to be making out like a bandit.
Yeah.
For Barcelona,
he's gonna be a billionaire one day.
For Barcelona, it's a tough pill to swallow. You know what I mean? But
what happened with that?
He didn't want to be fucking
done deal.
First of all, Tebas, the dude who fucking runs La Liga, this dude should be thrown in prison for what he's done under his charge of the league. Not only did he make it financially impossible for Barcelona to retain Messi in the first place, and ran the best player in La Liga history out of the league instead of retaining him, which cost them all types of fucking viewership shit, stadiums. The ripple effect was gigantic. Like LeBron leaving Cleveland. He does all that for fucking spite. Then he refuses their plans to like get him back. He doesn't approve the Barcelona's economic viability plan until fucking late May. And so now they have to like sell. They can only use 40% of every dollar that they receive in transfers to go get Messi or to pay Messi his wages. So it's like you're going to have to sell 3 players for every dollar that Messi costs you if you want to be able to be registered. And La Liga is still not allowing him to be registered until all those books are balanced. So for Messi, he's like, I don't want to sit around for 2 months, like hoping that Barcelona can sell enough people so that I can play in the team. And I don't want to be responsible for them having to sell like 7 or 8 of my friends who are now going to have their careers disrupted, all to make room for me. So
it's just bad business, bro. It's just bad business.
But to run a league and for this to be the outcome that you're gunning for, how fucking stupid could you be?
Horrible, bro. Honestly, dude, I think there's a lot of people that could run the shit better than he would. He just ran Barca into the game.
Yeah, they're in prison right now in Spain, and they'd still be better.
But nah, I mean, it's not just Barca. Madrid also really dumb business. I mean, La Liga on its own has kind of fucked themselves, bro. Like, I even saw where...
Hey, we'll always have the UEFA fucking Super Copa, whatever the fuck this Sevilla wins every goddamn 2 years.
Yeah, that's right.
The Europa League.
La Liga also, like, lost 2 English TV contracts. You no longer have BBC Sport, and I think there's another one you lost. It's going downhill. I'm still hearing shit about them trying to make a Super League. It's like, just because Madrid, Atletico Madrid as well, Barcelona, and Juve don't know how to run your business as a soccer team, that doesn't mean the rest of the better teams need to fucking still do the Super League shit. That's just done, guys.
Yeah.
Run a better business.
Even Juve sent out a letter last week being like, we want to withdraw from the Super League. We don't want to be any parts of this thing going forward.
It's so silly, bro.
But for Barcelona, this is obviously a huge gut punch. Everybody dreamed about him having this last dance and winning another Champions League and bringing the young guys along. And at the end of the day, it ended up just being too messy.
Yeah, it did. Also, I'm not going to watch another PSG game ever again after what the fans did to Messi when he left. They booed him off the field. That's not what you do to the fucking best player in the sport. I'm done with PSG. I don't even care if PSG plays Man City in a Champions League game. I will not watch it unless it's the final or the semifinal.
Yeah, it won't be. They won't be back to a game of that magnitude for some time, Terry.
That shit is sad, bro. I'll never watch another PSG game ever. Not like I watched a lot anyways, but like if you guys are on TV, I'm not watching that shit, and nobody else should. That's fucking stupid. You guys, that's ridiculous, bro. Like
that reminds me, Terry. We're gonna have to change like a lot, like their stadium in Miami, their security setup, like where the players enter. Like they're gonna have to redo all that shit from the ground up.
Because it's America.
Yeah, because right now it's like you wouldn't recognize an MLS player standing next to me at a fucking bar. You know what I mean? Like these guys can go in the front entrance of the stadium and no one will recognize them. Now you have
Nah, that
one of
sucks.
the like 5 most recognizable people in the world going in and out of your building. Like they're gonna have to
Nah, that
change
sucks.
everything from where the guys park their cars to the secret tunnels to the time they leave the games to the amount of security they're there on game days. Like
Yeah, yeah.
it's a whole new
That's a
fucking
lot.
ball game now, guys.
It's about to be dope, though. I'm excited, though. I am excited that we got him. It's really dope. Hopefully, the game continues to grow, man. Because I mean, I think it's really changing. You know, I know we had a little controversy go on with the World Cup and American soccer and everything, but this could be that Infinity Gauntlet, bro. That's the fifth Infinity Stone. Messi, we got that motherfucker. This is it. We can do it. But
Yeah.
anyways, Champions League final.
Yeah. Let's do it, man. How
I gotta dip out.
All right. What are you scared of the most? We see the Manchester City canvas print hanging in the background. I'm surprised that you're not repping a hat or something like that right now. But you're obviously a boy in blue. What's making you nervous prior to this final as a City fan?
Nervous? Absolutely nothing. We're playing a team that wanted to be in the Super League. We're playing a team that didn't understand how to value their money. We're playing a team that splits stadiums with a team in the same city. Are you shitting me? I'm supposed to be scared of them? Them? Never. 6-0. This shit's over. Shout out the City, baby. Hey, look, I might be so cocky I might not even watch it. I might just drink, look at my Google alert, and be like, told you, I'm good. Nah, I'm just playing. I'm gonna watch it with Grant. We're gonna have a good time, but honestly, nothing really scares me, bro. You got your normal nerves of like a final, but I'm not.
What about the ghost of Chelsea's past? A team that was inferior to you in every single way, and then beat you in a must-win game.
Wait, was that Pep's fault? I forgot why we lost that game. Was that the Fernandinho game?
Yeah.
Where he didn't play?
Mm-hmm.
And he played 90% of all the games during the season?
And he played Gundogan as a fucking holding midfielder.
Yeah, and we played like 3 attacking fucking mids in the middle.
Yep.
Yeah. And we didn't score a goal.
Yep.
Let's go attacking and not score. Okay. Let's start Tyler Hero and 4 whites and just jack 3s up and fucking shoot 2%. Okay. Didn't work.
You're not doing a great job of convincing me you're not nervous.
I'm not nervous. We got what we needed. The striker. It's total complete domination since we signed this kid. Yeah. Oh, watch out for Arsenal. Smack. 4-1. The fuck out my face. The league is ours. The Champions League is ours. I can't be stopped. If I win the Champions League, if City wins the Champions League and I became a fan in 2009, my boy Robinho came over before the Saudis bought him. Before the Saudis, I'm smacking people in the face with my City gear. I don't give a shit. I don't care. You guys can shut the fuck up. Get money, run your business right, become a good team.
Allegations, schmallegations.
Hey, who cares? I don't hear nobody saying anything about that. Do you hear anyone talking about that shit anymore? That shit is dead in the water.
I'm talking about it. That's so you guys cheated your way.
Like I said, I remember when that shit came. Look, bro, 2 years ago they talked about it. They were like, oh, you guys are cheaters. We're going to make you replay games. We're going to forfeit the season. Shut up. You talked about it last year. Same shit. You talked about it before this season started. Not said it. I don't want to hear it because it's not true. We cheated. There's nothing you can do about it because you know why? Everybody loves money. We paid you off to shut up. NDAs out the ass. Millions.
And you know what else? This is a dirty game. No one
ain't cheating. You ain't charging.
No one's hands are clean. And if they are, you're going to get relegated. I can promise you that much.
Yeah, man. Anything you want to say about the boys?
Everyone's talking about Man City's about to win the treble. They're going to be the first English team since Manchester United did it in, 1999, 2000.
A treble? What? Because we won the League Cup?
Yeah, you won the Cup, you won the League, and now you're going to win the Champions League, the treble.
Oh, I'm tripping. We won the FA Cup. I'm tripping.
Yeah.
I thought it was just
No. That's what Inter Miami is trying to do, calling their shit a treble when they won the Super Coppa Italiani and the Coppa Italia. 2 cups that are essentially the same thing. And now they're like, even though we lost the league, we're going to win the treble this year. No, that's not the treble. The treble is what fucking Mourinho won. And Diego Milito and Samuel Eto'o. That's what the treble is. But for me, I'm interested in the clash of style.
This will be interesting. Inter's a good team.
This is City's nightmare matchup in terms of like a team that's so willing to just suffer and defend deep in a fucking low block and just
Those
nail the
fucking muck it up
rotation.
teams.
Yep. We've seen like the key to City's success this year has been playing like when they're in possession in the other team's half, they play a 2-3-5 or a 3-2-5, where it's like they push that fucking whoever your left wing back is or Kyle Walker up. Only play with 3 defenders, have the 2 holding midfielders, and then you got Erling Haaland, 2 wingers on the touchline, and then 2 guys in the half space, finding pockets.
Yeah.
That destroyed Real Madrid because you kept getting 5 against 4s with those 5 guys against their 4 on the back line. And it just made life hell for Camavinga. Inter, they play a 3-5-2, which is really a 5-3-2 when they drop their wingbacks back and they defend in their own half. So it's going to be 5-on-5 on the back line. It's going to be 2-on-2 in the midfield space. And it's going to be 3-on-3 with the defenders against the forwards. So I just think this is like a perfect match of styles. They say styles make fights. This could be an ugly fight for Manchester City.
I think we got this. I'm supposed to be scared of Lukaku.
He's not going to start. He's not going to play.
He better not. He better not.
They're going to play Dzeko and Lautaro Martinez, I think.
Lautaro, Dzeko. Hey, Dzeko, welcome back.
He's on a revenge tour. He's still got blood in his mouth.
Nah, we paid him.
Their first big signing.
But yeah, I got realistically. I don't think I've ever been more confident going into a game. I knew Chelsea was going to be difficult. Just because I've seen us play against them and the way that Chelsea plays and shit. I'm not as familiar with Inter. I've watched some of their games.
It's that same Chelsea shit. They played a 5-3-2. They defend deep in their own half. They don't try to press you at all. They're comfortable letting you cycle the ball from one side to the other, and they fucking break it.
But Dzeko starts, though.
Yeah.
He's a starter on their team. We bought him 8 years ago, bro.
Shit.
That's what we're supposed to be scared of?
Italian pragmatism, man. They're not going to outplay you. I guarantee you that. But Chelsea didn't outplay you. But I got a stat about Inter's ability to suffer, Terry. They had less than 45% possession in 9 of their 12 Champions League games this season, and won over 75% of those games.
Great discipline.
That is the exact archetype of a team that you don't want to play against. As a team that has the ball the entire time, takes risks, and is leaving only 3 defenders back there and committing 5 players forward, 7 players forward. That is the recipe to beat Manchester City, what they have.
The only thing, they're willing to suffer. That's cool.
Got the most clearances per game, 22 clearances a game in the Champions League. 22 fucking clearances a game.
They're great defenders. And I love Bastoni, and I love their other center back. I can't. De Vrij, I love him.
Acerbi is fucking good too. He's 6'4". They're strong as fucking air.
I love them. I love those guys. I do. I really do. But it's our time, brother. We've gotten to each stage. Like Giannis said, there's levels to success. And we've gotten kicked out in the round of 32, 16, quarters, semis, lost in the final. It's time, bro. The pyramid is complete. The pyramid of failure is about to peak into success. It's fucking done, bro.
It's peeking into a man bun that's running down Erling Haaland's head as he runs past people in the Champions League final.
If we don't win this, we're going to have to calm down with the England domination shit. I think that'll definitely be a conversation because, we lost to Chelsea, and that was a, England final, but
they didn't play English style of football.
No. That's what I'm saying. So it's a lot of conversations will be had about Man City and they can dominate England and England's really not this big boy and all that type of shit.
And Pep's the choker. If he can't get it done, the whole thing is going to be about how Mancini's record in fucking cups is, amazing, and Pep has gotten to the brink a whole bunch and disappointed. Yeah. We said as soon as they signed Erling Haaland, we both said they're winning the league, they're winning the Champions League. Like,
Right.
so
I don't
I'm
think
not
there's
going
any
to change
pressure on
what
them.
my eyes and my heart told me a fucking year ago. That was
Yeah.
they were playing with Gabriel Jesus out there, hoping he could finish it, and now they have the best finisher in the world. They're going to win.
I'm saying I'm not disrespecting Inter.
I
I'm just
know.
saying like there's no pressure during this game. Like
Yeah.
you guys have gotten through the whatever you like to call it, the remontada, blah blah blah. Nobody gives a fuck about Madrid. We beat Madrid. That was like our thing. We had to get our revenge back on them. We got through it. Let's play loose. Play a good final. If we win, fucking great. If we lose, I mean, we lose.
If you guys win convincingly, would you put this Manchester City team up there with that Barcelona team in terms of greatest teams of all time?
Nah, I wouldn't say that. There's holes. There's still holes in the team. Like, we don't have a legit left back, actually. Like, there's always, like, Akanji, or not, Zinchenko's not even on the team anymore, but it's like Akanji will play left back. They'll put Stones there sometimes. I don't think we have, like, the best team ever. I just think, like, Pep's has the best players for his system in today's game in England that works for him with the money that City has. But, like, there's holes. Like, De Bruyne is not the best defender I've ever seen. Grealish is one of the worst wing defenders I've seen.
Neither was Gerard Piqué.
They were a good defensive team, bro. Like the way that they dominated, City's not dominating like Barcelona did. I can't put them in that cloth. I wouldn't even say this is like a top 10 team. Haaland is great. De Bruyne is great. Ederson is playing great. Everybody in between is kind of just doing their job, bro.
I don't know. I think in this team, the thing that I'm going to remember them for is their like blend of tactical like acumen. They're always like hunting space and creating space, even against the best teams. They change their shape. You know what I mean? From the build up to a counterattacking to when they're in the final third. They're just always tactically ahead. I'll always remember them from that. I'll remember them for being technically amazing and for taking risks.
Of course.
And for going forward and wanting to possess the ball. But I'll also remember them for like peak athleticism in a way that Barcelona team never had. Where it's like,
I got you on that.
You have premier athletes. And they're not just great soccer players, but they're great athletes in their own right.
Yeah.
I think that's what distinguishes them from that Barcelona team, who had such understanding, you know what I mean, of each other in the space, you know.
But you know,
but it does seem to me like this is kind of the evolution of where that was. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And where it's going.
Yeah. No, you're right. I just think when you break down the team individually, they don't compare to some of the great teams.
Right.
Like Stones, you know, kind of got his way into the team after years of not doing shit.
This motherfucker should win the Ballon d'Or. Talking about Messi, John Stones. What a 2023.
Yeah. All right, you're good. And I definitely, I will say, like, this is a different Pep team, like you said. One, the athleticism, and two, like, they don't always have to have possession of the ball all the time to look like when we're receiving pressure, I'm not always like, oh, shit, they're definitely going to score on us. Like, with teams in the past that we've had, while Pep has been the coach, I'm like, well, if we don't got the ball, we're about to get scored on. But I don't really feel that when I'm watching the games with this team. So
it's crazy what happens when you can play like a high line with fucking athletes instead of having Busquets and Gerard Piqué back there and Rafa Marquez, Javier Mascherano.
Look, I love Haaland. I'm not going to disrespect Haaland, but I will say, like, with Pep and these guys that are around him, I think Ronaldo would have worked too. Ronaldo would have been perfect for us as well, honestly. Yeah. Like, we just needed a guy that could finish, and we got it. And we're seeing what's happening. We're winning every fucking thing. So, shout out to them. I got to get the fuck out of here.
Score prediction before you go for the final?
I'm going to say 2-1. I'm going to say 2-1. Good game. It'll be a good game. If we lose, I'm not gonna be sad. If we lose, we lose, dude.
I say 1-1. You win it in penalties.
Oh, don't do that to me. I'm gonna fucking die, bro.
Jack Grealish with the decider.
Jesus Christ. Yeah. I don't know. Pep, just coach regular. Stop. Don't do anything stupid. Go to sleep. Also, Kevin,
we're gonna wake up Saturday morning and be like, Manchester City's trying a new 7 defender formation. We call it the octopus.
Yeah. Go to sleep, Pep. Kevin De Bruyne, don't go out before the final. Like, do you remember that game when he played like 69 minutes and he looked exhausted in the second
And
half?
he was redder than your fucking shirt. He looked like a cherry bomb that was going to explode.
Yeah, that shit was crazy. De Bruyne, go to sleep. Pep, take 3 sleeping pills. Somebody watch him. Put him on fucking night arrest. Don't let him wake up.
And the rest of you guys tune in at 3 o'clock tomorrow to the Champions League final. And then, right afterwards, at 5 o'clock to hear me commentate the Charlotte Independence Pro Women's team.
Let's go. ESPN Plus, right?
No, we got our own website, 11 Sports. Once they make the W League, then it'll be ESPN Plus.
There y'all go. Everybody's trying to make their own shit. Everybody's trying to make their own shit. All right.
R.I.P. Barca TV.
North Carolina, continue to send up.
Thank you for listening to our podcast this evening. Thank you. You're far too kind.